Hello everyone, I'm back talking about my favorite band, They Might Be Giants, but this time I'm doing an iceberg. Thanks to Kindly Patrick on Reddit for making this iceberg. You can tell there was a lot of work put on here, so thank you for that. By the way, this video is delayed way further than it needed to be because I got eye strain for like a week, and the time I had it, Kindly Patrick made a revised version midway through the writing the script, so it just left tier 1 alone and worked on the others. By the way, this iceberg is going to be split into two parts, one going through tiers 1 through 4, the other going through tiers 5 through 8. So without further ado, let's get into it. Flood refers to They Might Be Giants' 1990 album Flood, which is indisputably their most popular album, having 3 of their most popular songs to date, those being Birdhouse in Your Soul, Istanbul, Not Constantinople, and Particle Man. Speaking of the album Flood, there were 2 music videos made for Flood, which were made by Steven Spielberg as part of his Tiny Toons series. The songs in question are Istanbul, Not Constantinople, and Particle Man. Istanbul did have a separate official music video aside from Tiny Toons. Edie and Dexter was a song that They Might Be Giants made for the show Dexter's Laboratory. The Else was their album that was released in 2007 after The Spine in 2004. The Else features songs like Take Out the Trash, Climbing the Walls, and The Mesopotamians. This entry is referring to the music video that the people over at Homestar Runner did for They Might Be Giants' song Experimental Film off of The Spine. This entry refers to their second studio album Lincoln, which was released in 1988, which features Anna Ang, Donnie DeCrane, and Cowtown. Anna Ang is the intro track to Lincoln and is a favorite amongst fans. The subject matter talks about a guy who lives on the other side of the world talking to a person in Vietnam. It's a great song. Skulls might be referring to They Might Be Giants' obsession of skulls. This can be seen in the chorus of Turn Around off of Apollo 18, Back to Skull EP, and the artwork of John Henry. This refers to the song that John Linnell made for the movie Coraline, which is sung by him in the movie. Birdhouse in Your Soul is their most popular non-cover song. The song is in the perspective of a nightlight and is talking about how they protect the house at night. Don't Let Start is one of their most popular songs and is the most popular on their self-titled album. Pink Album is referring to the fan name for They Might Be Giants' self-titled first studio album. It features songs like Don't Let Start, Put Your Hand Inside the Puppet Head, and She's an Angel. Dial a Song is a toll-free service made by They Might Be Giants that you can call to get a song which has not been released from the band yet. It's been going on since the early 80s and is still going on today. Boss of Me is referring to the theme song made for the sitcom Malcolm in the Middle. It is notably their first song to ever win a Grammy. Istanbul, Not Constantinople is their most popular cover song and covers a song of the same name by the Four Lads. This entry refers to their 4th album, Apollo 18, released in 1992. Some songs from the album are I, Palindrome I, Fingertips, and The Statue Got Me High. Here Comes Science is their 4th children's album and was released in 2009. It features songs like Roy G. Biv, Why Does the Sun Really Shine, and an updated version of the song Bloodmobile. This refers to how John Linnell's main instrument is the accordion, and he plays the accordion on every album. Twisting is a fan favorite song from the album Flood. That's really it. This entry refers to the song and/or EP called Why Does the Sun Shine, which is notably their first educational song. The EP released in 1993, and the song is a cover of the song of the same name by Hi Zaret and Lou Zinger. This is referring to the compilation Then, The Earlier Years, which is a 2-CD set with the first 2 albums, some songs from Miscellaneous T which were made in that era, and demos of the songs that were never released. This refers to their educational albums made in part with Disney, and most notably, Here Come the 1-2-3s was their first album to win them a Grammy. John Henry was their 1994 album, which featured a full backing band apart from the 2 Johns and their programmed synths and drums. The members from that first band debut were Tony Maimone on bass, Brian Doherty on drums, and Kurt Hoffman on the keyboard. This refers to the EP released on the same day as The Spine and features rarities from that era. It later was released as an expanded edition on vinyl and CD with more songs added. Book is their latest album as I'm writing the script and was released in 2021. The Pamphlet EP was an EP made alongside Book which features songs that didn't make the cut. Roman Songs is a solo EP made by John Linnell, which released July 2nd, 2021. The entire EP was made during the COVID lockdown and is sung entirely in Latin. His son even plays guitar on the album. Vibe Report is a term used for announcements including shows, upcoming releases, physical releases, etc. It usually happens on their YouTube site but can happen on Instagram Live or Facebook Live. This entry refers to the database of TMBG knowledge, and it is actually the website I'm getting all this info from. It shows you things like new releases, trivia on songs or albums, and a lot more. This refers to They Might Be Giants videos of them as puppets in the 2000s listening to music while people from the band are playing it. They also did videos like that of the Homestar from Homestar Runner. This refers to the podcast that They Might Be Giants would make from 2005 to 2014. It ran across 5 seasons and was popular amongst podcasts at the time, with the peak chart placement being number 10 on Apple Podcasts. This is talking about videos directed by Flansburgh, such as The Guitar, Dr. Worm, Older, the Join Us Era videos, and The Neck Rolls Aren't Working from My Murder Remains. Venue Songs refers to the video compilation/album from 2005 that features songs from their Spine on the Highway tour, which they made up at the venues they played at. It was made as a DVD that featured other music videos from the Spine. This refers to the animations made for their first kids album, No. The animations were featured on the CD version of the album. The CD is enhanced and has flash animations to accompany them. They Might Be Giants tend to make songs with upbeat instrumentals but morbid lyrics. Songs like these include Don't Let's Start and Let's Get This Over With from I Like Fun. Don't Need a Crane is one of the main singles from their second album, Lincoln. The song is presumably about divorce and is one of their most gloomy songs. Mono Puff is the name of John Flansburgh's pseudonym for his solo releases in the 90s. He has made 2 albums under the Mono Puff name, Unsupervised and Is Fun to Steal. I assume this is referring to the fact that They Might Be Giants have referenced US presidents in their songs a lot, such as James K. Polk and Who Are the Electors. This refers to the Mink Car Japanese CD release of the album. It features 4 bonus tracks, Boss of Me, Your Mom's Alright, MacGyver, and Robot Parade adult version, all of which are now on streaming. This is referring to Cecil Protesk, pretty sure it's Protesk, the fictional host of the They Might Be Giants podcast. He is known for his pitch-shifted voice, which is rumored to be that of Linnell. Okay. This entry refers to William Allen White, whose face appears on the They Might Be Giants videos, physical media, and live shows. He was an American newspaper editor, politician, and author. He is also the leader of the progressive movement. The Mojo Chessmaster is a custom-made left-handed Fender Stratocaster designed by John Flansburgh. It has been used on live performances as well as the label for They Might Be Giants' self-titled album. This refers to the only studio album from John Linnell. It was released on October 26, 1999 and has 16 songs, where most are named after the states in the US. It is very popular amongst fans. This refers to the name given to the discs on then the earlier years, Disc 1 being named Giants Jubilee and Disc 2 being called Mightathon. These names were given by the They Might Be Giants download site. This is referring to the releases that follow the Hotel Detective storyline, such as the self-titled album, the Back to School EP, and the podcast 5A from 2006. This refers to the compilation EPs given out by eMusic to fans monthly in 2001, with the last one being in January of 2002. This entry is referring to the 1971 film titled They Might Be Giants, based on the play of the same name. The film's title was later taken for the band's name. Fingertips is a 4-minute compilation of 21 mini-songs, which is featured on Apollo 18, their 4th album. On the CD for Apollo 18, the 21 mini-songs are split into individual songs, unlike streaming, but the 21 songs are compiled into one big song, like the Dial-A-Song compilation version. It was formatted that way to make use of the shuffle feature for some CD players. SEXXY is the first song and the main single for the album Factory Showroom. That's really it. Gigantic: A Tale of Two Johns is a documentary directed by AJ Schnack that was released in 2003. It includes live footage, interviews, studio sessions, and the story of how the band formed and made a footprint in the music industry. This is referring to a flash site made for They Might Be Giants' Dial-A-Song, which had the same premise as a phone number, but was interactive. Similar to the Dial-A-Song flash site, the Clock Radio was a flash-powered application that played MP3s of unreleased They Might Be Giants songs. It has been shut down as of 2013, but there is a rumor that there is going to be an updated version on the new Dial-A-Song site. This is referring to the EP released in 2001 titled They Might Be Giants in Holiday Land. It features 5 songs: Santa Claus, Santa's Beard, Feast of Lights, Careless Santa, and O Tannenbaum. This is talking about They Might Be Giants' children's book, which released in 2003, called Bed, Bed, Bed. It contains 48 pages and 4 bedtime stories. There's also a CD to accompany it. Fun fact, the book is the most stolen book in subterranean books in St. Louis, according to the owner. Direct from Brooklyn is a video compilation of They Might Be Giants music videos from 1986 to 1999. It was released on VHS in 1999 and DVD in 2003. Them Ain't Big Eye Ants is a second DVD music video compilation, but contains videos from 2004 to 2012. It initially came with the 2012 holiday bundle They Might Be Giants gave out. I don't know what exactly this entry is referring to, but I'm just going to assume it's their first website, which would be theymightbegiants.com, which has been their website for decades. It includes news about the band, fan posts, merch, downloads, etc. Instant Fan Club is a fan club ran by They Might Be Giants. Members usually get an article of apparel, physical media such as CDs, DVDs, and vinyl, custom songs in their names, digital music, and more. This is referring to the song The Guitar off of Apollo 18, how it sort of parodies the song The Lion Sleeps Tonight in the chorus. Working Undercover for the Man is a song featured on the US and Japanese CD release of Mink Car and has an EP with the same name. This refers to the name both of the Johns performed under for their first live show. The name in Spanish is simply The Rock and Roll Group. They would then change their name to They Might Be Giants from Don Quixote in the 1971 film. Cheesecake Story is a story told by John Linnell, which ended up in the documentary Gigantic as a bonus feature. The story is actually about cheesesteaks, but John messes up halfway through the story and says cheesecakes instead of cheesesteaks. There will be a link in the description for the story since I don't want to spoil it in this video. Token Back to Brooklyn is a 52-second song which ended up as a bonus track on their album Factory Showroom when you skip back from the first song to get to track 0. It was then re-released on Long Tall Weekend and later on the They Got Lost compilation. The Frank O'Toole Show was a radio station which hosted They Might Be Giants playing live at least twice. They played Dial-A-Song demos and songs from master tapes. Notably, their performance of When It Rains It Snows was put on a compilation called Upsalapalooza, which was a compilation of WFMU performances, which features performance from Stereolab, Goated Band, Brian Dewan, and Dodgeball Echo. This is referring to the RPG Kingdom of Loathing, and how the developers made They Might Be Giants references in the game, such as items like the Grand Poobah trading card, which special moves are Tassel Dwarf, and AKA Driver, obviously a nod at AKA Driver from John Henry. The prosthetic forehead for your goat in the game to wear on their real heads, jab at We Wanna Rock. And finally, my favorite, NG or Eng, which if you activate, and I'm not joking, makes a hole with a gun perpendicular to the name of this town your opponent is in, which is an obvious reference to NA. This is referring to They Might Be Giants' cover of Baroque Hoedown, which is the theme and main background music to Disney's Main Street Electrical Parade at Disney's California Adventure at Disneyland Resort in Anaheim. Dog on Fire is the alternate name of the theme song for The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. It was composed by Bob Mould and performed by the band. This is referring to the videos made and posted on their website at the time, tmbd.com, and were essentially short, low-quality music videos which had the Johns playing or singing the song with other imagery. Here's the one for Dr. Worm.
They call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. I'm interested in things. I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I am an actual worm.
This refers to an event that would happen live during shows where There Might Be Giants would bring out a radio and spin the dial and play whatever was playing on the radio. This was a popular thing at their concerts during the 90s and mid-2000s when they stopped. Rhino Hi-Five, They Might Be Giants, was a compilation made by Rhino, which is a subsidiary of Elektra, which distributed their albums from Flood to Factory Showroom. The EP contains 5 songs, those being Particle Man, The Guitar, Istanbul, New York City, and Your Racist Friend. This refers to the compilation They Might Be Giants made in part with McSweeney's. For those of you who don't know, because I didn't, McSweeney's is a publishing company which publishes articles and books for many authors. They Might Be Giants made a book which contains literature and artwork and contains a CD with 44 songs on it. This refers to the song 13, commonly known on Miscellaneous Tea, which includes a phone call message from Gloria, a woman who is having a conference call on the dial-a-song service with her friend. It is just a short excerpt from what the actual full phone call was. John said it was much more stranger than it already was. 200 Speed Mails is a song made for the 200th Strong Bad Email episode from Homestar Runner. The song would then end up on their compilation album Raises New and Troubling Questions, as well as the Them Ain't Big Eye Ants DVD. Video Jail refers to the DVD made for the Dial-a-Song Direct videos that was released around the same time as Glean. The DVD was included with Instant Fan Club and pre-ordered copies of Glean. 1985 promo tape refers to the promotional demo tapes, which had 5 songs or less on them, most of them dial-a-song demos. The promo tapes were given to club owners to retrieve record deals and perform shows. There has been 10 known tapes to exist. Wiggle Diskette was a one-sided circular 7-inch flexi disc which had 2 songs on them, Everything Right Is Wrong Again and You'll Miss Me. It is notably their first ever vinyl release. Long Tall Weekend is an album that was released on July 19, 1999, and is noted as being the first digital-only album to be released by a major artist. It was hosted on eMusic, but is now available on streaming and vinyl. T-Shirt was an unreleased song on their kids' album Here Come the ABCs, and was released as an iTunes-only single. The Linnell stare is a common occurrence at live shows where Linnell stares at the cameras during performing if it's on a televised program. The phenomenon even caught on with some fans, and who knows who Linnell would be staring at in the future. Louisiana is a song that was supposed to appear on the State Songs project, but didn't. It was released on the Montana single though, as well as the expanded edition of State Songs. There are They Might Be Giants songs that appeared on the ABC show Brave New World. The theme is composed by them, and their songs appear on the show as well. They also recorded 5 music video performances to fit in with the theme of the show. There were 2 EPK videos made to promote their albums Flood and Apollo 18. Both of them are available to watch on YouTube, and I'll leave a link in the description. This refers to the musical produced by Flansburgh, which stars him and his wife, Robin Goldwasser. Linnell also helps with saxophone and accordion for the music. The famous Poco stage collapse occurred in 1992 at a Milwaukee show, where the stage collapsed because 75 fans were on stage dancing. No one was seriously hurt and everyone was okay. Flansburgh talks about this moment in the gigantic documentary. Lefty Strings refers to the lefty guitar strings They Might Be Giants sold on their website. It was teased in 1996 in the Holiday Info Club mailer, but came out finally on the TheyMightBeGiants.com website. Since John Flansburgh plays guitar left-handed, like me, he called them that. The cover features Ida Tarbell, who is a relative of Flansburgh. Alright guys, that's it for this video, part 1. I am working on part 2, and it'll be up here pretty soon. I'm working on the script for that one. I have 2 tiers done, 5 and 6, and I just need 2 more. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Share this video, whatever, seriously. And thank you guys for watching.
Who's going